Hey, calm down.
All right, we're back. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Had a technical issue. Always happens. Well, not all the time. It depends. But oh, I need to get my thing back up so I can see.
We're live.
We are live. Okay. All right. Can't see anything. Oh, it's buffing. Okay, everyone. Sorry about that. I am back with Spooky, and we left off talking about Buffalo, New York, and the awful weather that that they're dealing with. And is this thing going? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, we left off talking about that and the awful situations that they're dealing with, and there was a few deaths that happened there. But yeah, I'm really praying and feeling for those families right now out there. Blurmatic, hey brother, thank you so much for stopping by. I had to restart everything. I had some tech issues, but I'm back now. Okay, let's get back to the topics here. So we are gonna start off sharing. I don't know if you have a few in mind already, love, but basically the main topic for tonight is about characters from video games that you feel you relate with on a personal level, and how you identify with those characters. Thank you, sir. So I've written a few down. There's a whole bunch of games that I've played and loved and experienced characters, a diverse of characters throughout my gaming adventures growing up, you know, past and present. So this is where it is at now. What's up, Jesse?
What's good, Jesse?
So I'm just gonna name a few people, or characters, I should say, that I jotted down that reminds me of myself, and I will explain a little bit of why I relate to them. So first one that came to my mind is Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. I relate to Marcus Phoenix on a don't give a damn level, and things need to happen. This is what needs to happen. This is what needs to be done to survive. He is a natural leader. He there's situations where he's hesitant being involved with like certain certain things that he has to do, but he has like no fear at the same time. Like, this is what needs to happen. This is what we need to do to help save mankind, so he just goes in there with his badass self and bandana, and don't you dare smoosh his tomatoes or he will beat your ass. And he's just all around awesome. And I feel like I relate to Marcus on that level of not giving a damn and quit your whinging. This is what needs to happen, to survive. So, Blurmatic says, "What's up, Spooky?"
What's good, Blurmatic? What's good, brother?
So yeah, so Marcus Phoenix is one of my characters that I bond with very well. Second is Master Chief. Master Chief is heroic, and he believes in his people, and he like, you don't even have to like ask him to like help you. Like, he's just there, he's Master Chief, and he's again, he's always there when you need him, you know what I mean? And he has no fear. He's another one that has no fear, Yeah. So I feel like that I relate to Master Chief a lot on a personal level, because I feel like that with myself as being heroic. Like, I will do anything to protect my people in a way, because I'm ballsy like that. I can be. Good. Oh, Air Blurredmatic says, good, brother. This is a really good topic. Yeah. This is a topic I came up on, on my own. Because I like to be different and I like to think outside the box. That's just me. I have 2 more characters, and then I'll ask Spooky if there's any characters from any games that he can relate to. Bumblebee is one of my favorite Transformers. I love Bumblebee because Bumblebee, represents being the guardian. He's the protector. And I love the way Bumblebee is always there for Optimus Prime and the rest of the Autobots. And he's just ready to serve, ready to be there when you need him. And I feel the same way as Bumblebee. Like, I'm like that with friends. I'm like that with family. Like, whenever you need me, I'm available, I'm there. And I'm sure people have seen that side of me a lot on Twitter. Even if people don't want to tell me stuff, it's cool, but I'm still letting you know that I'm there for you. You don't have to tell me your whole life story, but I'm there for you. So I feel like I personally have Bumblebee inside of me when it comes to that. So yeah. The last person I can think of is, before I proceed, Blurredmatic says, I would say Ryu, duality, good and bad in nature. I usually solo go in places. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a good one. And the last character that I can think of that came to mind, because there's like thousands from all these games I've played, is Joanna Dark. Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark is smooth. She's sexy. She's fearless, gutsy, and she gets the job done. And that's the vibe I got from Joanna Dark when I first had, played Perfect Dark back in the day on a Nintendo 64, which I still own and have. Thank you. But sometimes systems don't last a long time depending on how you take care of them. So I still have my system, thank goodness, and my games that, I got with them. But I can see myself, I can see Joanna Dark inside myself as well, because she fights for what she believes in, and she's not afraid to speak her mind, so I feel like Joanna Dark resonates with me really well, along with the other characters I've mentioned. But when Spooky comes back, I'm gonna ask him if there's a few characters that resonates with him, like that he sees on a deep level with him. Baby there?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here.
So are there any characters that you can think of? It doesn't have to be like a long list, but are there a few characters from any games that you can speak of that you can relate with on a personal level that reminds you of yourself?
Yeah, probably I can think of 3 characters sort of off the top of my head. I'd say Mario for his sort of playfulness, you know what I mean? Like,
I can see that.
I relate in that, and so I relate to him in that regard, like, his playfulness and that, his joy and that. Another character I would say, purely for his lack for a better word, his vocabulary, I guess, and he just doesn't take no shit, no prisoners, and that's Mr. Trevor Phillips from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, Trevor.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah. Not obviously his drug dealing side and everything, and living in a trailer, but
Yeah.
no, just the way he doesn't give a shit. Like he'll speak his mind. He doesn't mince his words. And as I said, he just doesn't take no shit, you know. So
Yeah.
He doesn't care who you are.
Yeah.
So,
literally, he doesn't.
No, so I could definitely relate there in those elements. And then of course Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk. From Cyberpunk, you know, the rocker boy look. You know, he was Scribe's charismatic, which I'm quite charismatic. So, you know, just his sort of, I guess, appeal and that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I put sunglasses on, the kids are always like, "Oh, you look like that character." So it's funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah. And again, he's, you know, not afraid of anything. And I mean, mind you, like at that point, he's a ghost. But like, obviously got to that point because he didn't sort of lived on the wild side of life, so so to speak. So
I could see you cosplaying as him too. That would be awesome.
Johnny Silverhand. Yeah, so no, those would be 3 characters off the top of my head that I can think of.
Those are great choices, babe. Those are really great choices. Alrighty. Now that we went over the characters, video game characters that we can relate to, we are going to jump into games from 2002. My bad. 2022. There we go. I had to correct myself. That we've enjoyed. And then we're going to talk about games in 2023 that we are anticipating that we would love to, you know, can't wait to get our hands on. So I've made my little list of games that I've played in 2022 that I've enjoyed, and give my little description of why I enjoyed that game. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Somerville. Somerville was a beautifully made. It was very different. It was tragic. You can see like the tragedy from it because of the alien taking over the world type of thing, and the loss that everyone in that city or all over the world was, you know, dealing with. And then I'm not going to spoil too much just in case people want to still try the game out, but you find out that everything is not what it seems to be. And everything just seems like it's getting, well, in my eyes, it just seemed like everything was getting worse. There were some hopeful moments in Somerville, but at the same time, it's like this is crazy. And there's like some twists like towards the end as well. So, and I believe the game has, like, from what I told, I think 4 different endings. So, yeah, Somerville was a really interesting ride. Beautifully made in my eyes. Very creative on, especially when it came to figuring out the puzzles and everything. And I love the powers that the main protagonist was carrying within that game. I was disappointed on how it ended, but other than that, the adventure was worth it. Would I play it again? Yeah, I would. I would play it again, but that's just me. But again, I was hoping for something more from it towards the end, but you know, it is what it is. But I did enjoy the ride on Somerville. High on Life, which I recently completed. Oh my gosh, High on Life is so much fun, and you feel like you're in that Rick and Morty world, and the different freaking characters that you come across and the conversations that they're having. It's just so random, but it's like you love it at the same time. Because there were times I would be walking and I'd be hearing these conversations or seeing things on the TV screen like what is that? You know what I mean? So, oh my gosh, High on Life is so funny and it's perfect for people that have a cheeky sense of humor, especially. And if you don't have a huge, sense of humor and you find it like disturbing in some type of way, then, you don't got to play it, at the same time. But, I love the cheekiness from the game and the randomness. So I would most definitely play it again. Blurred Matic says the Callisto Protocol and God of War Ragnarok, Kirby, Bayonetta 3, Pokemon, and some game list for 2002. Okay, awesome. Then he says games for 2023: Mega Man, Battle Network, Legacy, and Kirby Dream Land Deluxe, and Street Fighter 6. That's a nice list. Heck yeah. Trek to Yomi. I still need to beat that game, but I love the story within that game, and I love the different camera angles that the game provides you with. I'm a fan of that when they change the different camera angles. It gives it more variety in a way, I love how they mix it up. Just like I don't own the new Sonic Hedgehog game. The what's it called? Sonic babe, what's it called again? The Sonic game?
Sonic Frontiers.
Thank you. Sonic Frontiers. Okay, so Sonic Frontiers, Spooky and I seen a preview of that game, and I loved how this is a perfect example. I love how they changed the freaking camera angles on that game. Like, you can be up close with Sonic, you can be far away with Sonic, it could show a top view, whatever. They mix it up, especially graphically. Like, it's just beautifully made. You know what I mean? So when the game first came out, I was on the fence about it. Like, I just wanted to, sit here and eat my popcorn, sitting on the fence just to see, what the game looks like, just to, take a little sneak peek before I go all in buying the game. So when Spooky and I seen some gameplay on it, I was like, oh, I think I'm digging this. Spooky's not much of a Sonic person, that much, which I understand. And some people may feel the same. And it's not Sonic Adventures, but I feel like after I seen more gameplay, I was like, you know what? I might pick this up in the future, when it's on sale or something. Like, I'm digging what I'm seeing here, so it convinced me to I'll go ahead and get it when it's on a sale or something. So that's on my list. So I have plans to get that when I can. Blurred Matic says Sonic Frontiers actually really good. Sega being winning this year. Bayonetta 3 and Sonic Frontiers Streets of Rage 4. Streets of Rage. Oh gosh, I didn't finish that game. That's another one I didn't finish. Disney Dreamlight Valley is so freaking stinking cute. It makes you feel like a kid again playing in that game. And seeing all the characters around you, because of course the more you play the game, the more you unlock, the more characters you'll see and the more characters you'll help within that game. But you feel like a little kid again playing that game, and I love how you can trick out your own house, and then I love all the different missions you have to accomplish to proceed on to unlocking more characters and more outfits and so on and so forth. So I love that about the Dreamlight Valley. It's different, brings something different to the table, and it gets you more involved with those Disney characters. Like, you're helping out Mickey, you're helping out Goofy. Like, oh gosh, you know what I mean? So it's freaking sick. It's different. You know what I mean? It's not like the other Disney games that you've played in the past. So I loved how you're more involved with getting to know the characters and helping them out. I thought that, that's really creative, especially for kids that want to play the game. It's really cool because you feel closer to that character, and you bond with that character. So well done on them for creating Dreamlight Valley. Lord Maddox says, I finished Streets of Rage. Last boss was hard assist. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Most definitely. Okay, so Weird West. I don't think I'm like in the middle of that game. I think I'm still like somewhat in the beginning, but Weird West is about a woman that is on a mission. She's out for blood. It kind of gives you like a Kill Bill feel. Basically something tragic happens in her life and she's out for blood. She's out for revenge. Basically, I can't describe it more because I haven't proceeded more within the game, but it's a top view game, Weird West, and the chick is badass. I can't think of her name, but she's badass. She gives you Weird West. She gives you Kill Bill feels. So she's pretty cool, except she doesn't do all the martial arts stuff. She just uses a gun, you know. But if you're into the Western games, like I love Western games like Red Dead and all that. Speaking of Red Dead, gosh, because I only have Red Dead 2. I haven't even played the storyline of that yet. I've only played like online, that's it. But that was like a long time ago. But I gotta go back into Red Dead and actually, you know, play the story. Hold on, let me catch up with the chat here. Lord Maddox says, I finished Streets of Rage. Last boss was the hardest, sis. I finished it and it was that supposed to be gray or Gary? Great. Oh, okay, I see. Weird West. Jane is her name. Okay. Spooky, my love. Have you played Weird West before? Have you tried it out?
I've played Evil West, but I've never played Weird West.
Okay, Weird West is cool. It's different. It's cool. You should give it a go. Let me know what you think. Like whenever you have a chance. Gotham Knights. Okay, Gotham Knights. Spooky, he finished the game before I did. But Gotham Knights was beautifully made. The combat, like what with each character. I wish they would have done more with what's his name? The red. What's his name?
Red Hood.
Thank you, Red Hood. I wish they would have added more to Red Hood on the combat. But other than that, I mostly stuck with Batgirl. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting Batgirl to be going in like that when I first played it. Like, I knew she was going to be awesome, but I was not expecting her to go in like that. So that was an awesome surprise. I'm glad I didn't watch any gameplay on it, you know, before I played it, because I would have been like, oh, you know. But I'm glad that I experienced Gotham Knights, and the storyline was, man, if you're a huge Batman fan, I kid you not, there is like no dry eye for me. No dry eye. Like the beginning, no dry eye. The ending, no dry eye. So, yeah, it is beautiful. Really beautiful. And some of those boss fights were annoying as heck, but it was worth it. It was worth it. So Gotham Knights, I would definitely play again. Most definitely. Blurred Maddox says, cool, never heard of the game, sounds interesting. Jesse B says it's on Game Pass, worth the 10 hour-ish hours, or 10-ish, my bad. 10-ish hours to finish it, yeah. Okay, the other game I've experienced that was beautiful, that had a Tim Burton feel to it, is Lost in Random. Now, Lost in Random might not be for everyone, but basically how it works is you get these cards, right? All these cards have different types of powers to them. So you select a card that you would use to fight that enemy. Cause at first I was like, I don't know if I'm digging this whole card thing, you know what I mean? But the more I got used to it, the more I was digging it. I was like, man, and the bosses, one of the annoying bosses was, he kind of reminded me of Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas. but he was annoying. But I started figuring out his moves, like how he worked, and so I was able to beat him and stuff. But man, if you have not played Lost in Random, you feel like you're in a Tim Burton world. It is so beautifully made, and they did a very good job on that game. It's just beautiful, and the storyline is amazing. So I recommend that game as well. Tunic is another game that I tried for like a little bit, and I kid you not, I started falling asleep when I was playing it, but it was because of the music. The music was so relaxing. But Tunic kind of gives you like that Zelda feel a little bit to it. And I love the cute little fox that you use to walk around with and fight with. But I got to get back into that game and just, play more of it. But Tunic wasn't bad. In my eyes, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I'll give it another go when I get a chance. And then lastly, Call of Duty. I just recently got myself Call of Duty as a Christmas gift to myself, and oh my gosh, I have not played Call of Duty online in a long time. So I am having a blast and learning a lot. So I feel like my skills are better on Halo than Call of Duty, but the thing I love about Call of Duty is more challenging, it keeps you on your toes, and it makes you sharper. So that's what I love about it, because it's like bam, 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 you gotta be fast. You gotta be fast. You can't be standing in one spot, you gotta move. So, because I remember I was playing online, somebody did a deck on Batman out, like a freaking Omni appeared out of nowhere and freaking took me out. Then somebody did a Spider-Man on me, jumped down and freaking attacked me. I'm like, what the heck, man, what's going on? So, I love the challenge from Call of Duty, so I'm gonna keep at it, and I gotta get some friends to game with me on that as well. And Spooky, if he's down for that, of course. So, yeah, those are my 2022 games that I've enjoyed. All right, Spooky, if you have any games in mind that you've enjoyed in 2002, would you so kindly share those games, my love?
Yeah, I enjoyed The Quarry. I thought that was a really well thought out story, and plot twists and turns, and graphically it looks stunning. So I really enjoy my playthrough of that. Obviously, like you mentioned, High on Life, that was always right up my alley because of its humour, and
Heck yeah.
Coming from the creators of Rick and Morty, it was a similar artistic style, and it was great. The FPS was a surprise on it, actually, because the gun battles were really good. Boss battles,
yeah.
Shooting was and mechanics were really well done, so no complaints there. What else did I complete? God of War Ragnarok was great, from again just a follow-on story progression, and a few little extra spice and tricks that you could do. So, but I always knew that was going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
I expect sort of nothing less from that team these days. What else was there? Call of Duty was fantastic. I pray to the gods it was going to be returned to form, and boy was it ever. I played a little bit of multiplayer, and it seems to run smooth, and the maps seem cool, and at least freaking different for a change. And the single player campaign was really, really well written and well done. So yeah, commended the team for that. So that was a great game. Trying to think, what else did we? Plague's Tale Requiem. I'm still playing through that. I'm up to now chapter 13.
Oh, right
17
on.
chapters.
You're getting close.
So yeah, getting close to the end of that. So I've been thoroughly enjoying myself through that. I enjoyed the first, so I was always looking forward to the second. And I love controlling the rats. I love being able to control the rats. That's so cool. You go and attack your enemies and stuff with the rats. So cool.
That's cool. Sick 'em.
Yeah, you know, and like just all the game mechanics are nice and smooth, like even using the crossbow and stuff like that. So, no, it's a fantastic game, fantastic sequel. Pentiment.
I gotta get back into that.
Yeah, I'm nearly at the end of that. I've been loving it. And I mean, I tell people all the time, yeah, it's a bit of a slow burn, but boy, does it pick up once the murder mystery starts to take place and unfolds. And that's a great little game. The reason why I love it, and I said on the pod, I think yesterday, is that I'm not a big book reader, and this made me read a book because the book was coming to life in front of me. I mean, it was really cool. I thought it was a really cool concept. And, you know, I know people, you know, there's a lot of people these days that don't even, you know, read books the old-fashioned way anymore.
Right.
They have all the, you know, apps and whatnot on their iPads and stuff like that, or book readers, and
Right.
do it all digitally. But no, this was really, really well done and thought out and cool. And I love Obsidian. I think everybody knows that by now. I'm a huge fan of theirs and their stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to finish that. I'm not too far off. I think I've only about an hour out of finishing it. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Twist and turns there as well with the plot and the story.
And Pentiment's not everybody's cup of tea.
No, it's not. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be for everybody.
Yeah. I think it's awesome,
but-
and I love the little sound it makes when you write. Like,
Oh yeah,
it sounds relaxing in
and
a
it's
way.
very. It is.
Yeah.
I find it relaxing. But no, it was a nice little game. Gotham Knights, as you mentioned, that was fantastic.
Yes.
Amazing. I mean, what more can be said about that game? I think it was a surprise packet because a lot of people kind of shunned it and were turned off by it initially, and then the take-up was actually quite good from what I've sort of read and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, everybody that I know and that follows me and I follow them and whatnot, I mean, they most people seem to be enjoying it. I know a few close friends of ours, like the great Shard Father. He was loving it, absolutely loving it. He even jumped in my game. I was like, hey, what are you doing?
Shout out to Shad Father. That's our bro right there.
But yeah, no, it was really cool. And without obviously dragging on too much longer, I'll just
you're
add
fine,
to
babe.
the two Turtles games, obviously because of nostalgia.
I left that
really
out.
enjoyed. Yeah, I really enjoyed Shredder's Revenge, and I really enjoyed the collection. And that's, you know, something you can always go back to and continuously play, you know. So it's good. Geez, I mean, like 2022's. I said yesterday on the pod, I'd give it a solid B+ for the year. For me personally, it was great without anything really, you know, sort of blowing people away. I mean, Elden Ring was special, but I mean, yeah, it still wasn't anything, you know, that really blew people's minds, blew people away. It just took the year because it was, I guess, the most fascinating, most played, etc. game, you know. So, I think, you know, if on paper what's supposed to release next year releases, without delays,
Fingers crossed.
it should completely run over the top of, you know, this year when it comes to games. So B+, I think, you know, you've had some really good games that have come out as we've just talked about. I mean, and PlayStation rightfully so deserved to take out the year. They had the best lot of games, even with Elden Ring, you know, because as I said, they have a 30% stake. So, they did really well. But no, everybody sort of did well this year, depending on what they brought out, whether it was indie or AA, AAA. So no, it was good. There was some good games.
Yes. What was I gonna ask? So those were your games that you've enjoyed for 2022. That you enjoyed. Okay. Yeah. Now, my love, thank you for sharing your faves from the end of this year. Now we're gonna go into 2023. Okay, so I've made a list, chat, of games that I'm looking forward to playing in 2023. I didn't make like a huge list, just a few games I jotted down that I'm interested in. So Street Fighter 6 is on top of my list. That's the next game that I'm gonna pre-order. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter and I go way back. I don't own a PlayStation, so ever since the Street Fighter's been on PlayStation, I haven't really been able to play them. So over the years, they've added on new characters. Well, they're new to me because, again, I own a PlayStation. And I was one of those that was interested and in awe of all the character storylines throughout the years. So now it's like I've seen these characters, I'm like, I don't know who this is, I don't know who that is. So now I gotta read the background stories on all these characters I've never met. So it's gonna be cool to play as characters I've never played before in the new game, because I'm sure they're gonna be putting all the characters that you played with on the PlayStation on, the Xbox, the PlayStation, so on and so forth. So I'll be looking forward to reuniting with the original OGs and the new school characters. So that's gonna be awesome. And I've seen that they brought DJ back, the Jamaican man. DJ was one of my favorite fighters back in the day. So they made him look really cool. I love the swagger that they show him in. He looks really cool. And then there's some new characters in there that's caught my eye that I can't wait to get my hands on. So that's going to be awesome. So Street Fighter 6, I'm going to get the Deluxe Edition. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm sure you guys are as well that are fighting fans, Street Fighter especially. Hogwarts Legacy is on my list to try out as well. Looks super duper fun. I love the fact how you can create your own characters in there. You can learn different spells, so on and so forth, just like if you're within the movie. So that's gonna be fun. And you'll be able to I believe you'll be able to be in like Quidditch mode, flying around and stuff on the broom and all that. So that's gonna be sick, and fighting all these big old creatures and basically living the Hogwarts life. Atomic Heart. Some people are on the fence about Atomic Heart. I'm excited for Atomic Heart. I'm not going to get it right away when it comes out February 21st of next year. But I'm going to get it eventually. And I love the fact that my boy, I'm a fan of his work, Mick Gordon. He is known for doing music for, because he's like a sound engineer. So he's done work with the Killer Instinct music, the Doom, Eternal, Atomic Heart, and there's some other games that he's shown his work in. He's a genius. Here, like, you got to look up Mick Gordon. He has his own website. He's a genius. He's also worked with some bands as well, but he's awesome. And he's on Twitter too, I believe, if you want to, check him out or whatever. Wo Long. I am looking forward to Wo Long. Babe, what about you? Are you looking forward to Wo Long, you think?
Yeah, I think Wo Long's going to be right up my alley. I tried the demo, and I enjoyed the demo, and it looks even better again, the last lot of footage they showed than what the demo looked. So now I've got that pre-order. That's something I'm already on pre-order.
That's awesome. Yeah, Wo Long is going to be... That comes out March 3rd, I believe. Yeah. And then, babe, here's another game that you and I are looking forward to. Another one. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That's gonna be metal. I have the first one. If you guys haven't played the first one, oh my gosh, you guys gotta play it. But this Star Wars Jedi Survivor is gonna be metal. Like, even the guy that's playing the main character, I can't think of his name, but he says he's played it and he's in awe himself. Go ahead, baby.
Cameron Monaghan.
Thank
Cameron
you.
Monaghan.
Yeah, Cameron Monaghan. Yeah, he's played it and tried it out himself, and he says he's in shock and awe of how beautiful it is and how it turned out. So he was like, if he loves it, we're gonna love it. So definitely looking forward to that. Dead Island 2 is another game on my list. Babe, I know you got this game on your list as well. That's gonna be awesome. And then Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts reminds me of Monster Hunter, except with different characters, like different what do you call them? Animals, I guess. Because Monster Hunter is mostly dinos. Species. There you go, different species. So that's gonna be awesome. Blurredmatic says Star Wars always some dope video, bro and sis. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Wild Hearts is another game on my list that I'm gonna enjoy. All right, my love, your turn. What games are you looking forward to playing in 2023?
Geez, you pretty much took them all now.
I'm sure there's something I haven't mentioned.
Yeah, no. Let me have a look. See. I know the first game in 2023 that I've got pre-ordered and I'm really looking forward to is One Piece Odyssey, because I've really enjoyed the animation for many years. So really looking forward to that adventure. Obviously, because it's one Persona I've never actually really tried at all. I'm looking forward to Persona 4 Golden. That's got me really excited because I've been enjoying, as I go back to it, between other games, Persona 5 Royal. So I'm looking forward to Persona 4. Then I've got another one that I've got pre-ordered is Dead Space Remake. I can't wait for that. Series, so I'm gonna be excited to see what they do with this.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said, can't wait for Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
I personally, at this stage, I personally think if that comes out and it's a hit, like I think it's going to be with people, and it's going to be in the running for Game of the Year, and it's going to be such a big game. So excited about that. What else? You mentioned Wo Long. Obviously, without saying, Jedi Survivor. Yeah,
Hype for
that's going to be awesome. Loved the first. Can't wait for the second. You just mentioned Dead Island 2. That's another one I think I and a lot of people I've been waiting a long time for. The Resident Evil 4 remake. Man, wow. That is looking spectacular.
You're going to enjoy
so
that.
I'm going to enjoy the hell out of that because I am a huge fan of the Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
Obviously, Street Fighter 6, that's looking beautiful. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about all the new sort of stuff because it's been a little while since I've played Street Fighter games, so I'm excited to dig into all the new modes and everything they got going on and check out the story as well. And yeah, no, it looks really good. And then Diablo 4, I can't wait. I love Diablo. Who doesn't love Diablo? So that's going to be another banger of a game. Obviously, when it pertains to like come from exclusive from PlayStation or Xbox, I'm definitely looking forward to Spider-Man 2 from PlayStation. That should be really good, like the first and like the Miles Morales DLC. And Xbox at the moment, if they come out with the 4 big ones that they look like they're going to come out with in Starfield, Redfall, Forza, and Hellblade 2.
Starfield. Forgot to mention that one. Yes.
Starfield should be off the charts. I'm a huge Bethesda fan too. Todd Howard's storytelling is amazing, so that's going to be really cool. And Redfall, I'm interested in.
Oh, there's another one. Yes,
that's going to be really, really, really cool. The new Forza Motorsport, as we all should expect by now, when it pertains to Turn 10 or Playground, that just looks out of this world amazing.
Yeah.
And that's going to be cool, racing on some amazing looking tracks and areas, so that'll be cool. And Hellblade 2, they're just going to start the dev diary. This is why I'm excited. In January. And when they started the dev diary last time for the game, it was they started it like just months leading up to the game's release. So that has me excited. That's why I predicted on the pod yesterday that it'll be an end of the year game. I think they'll hold it out till the end of the year, but that'll be the big release from Microsoft at the end of the year. They'll come with Hellblade 2. But we're going to see it. We're going to see stuff, obviously, through their dev diaries, and so I'm excited to follow the breadcrumbs and follow the trail all the way to the game's release. So let's go, let's go.
Yeah,
and then that. Other than that, you got things like while I think of it.
No, you're
Flintlock. Flintlock's got me interested and intrigued.
Yeah.
Arc 2, because it's actually going to have a proper story and stuff. That's actually got me really intrigued with that one as well. And the RoboCop game, that is gonna be bananas. That's gonna be bananas.
I grew up with RoboCop, so
Yeah. The RoboCop game. And obviously for me being a wrestling fan, the AEW game, because it's being made by the creators behind the N64 classic that still has a cult following to this day, WWF No Mercy, and it looks good from the latest footage and pictures and that I've seen, so that also has me excited.
Yes. And it's been
but
years
I'm quite
since
sure there'll be...
Oh, go ahead, love. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I'm quite sure there's going to be many other games that are going to come out and surprise us as well. I'm quite sure. I just have this feeling 2023 could go down as the biggest year in gaming history. It really could, from just a game perspective. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. We're definitely going to be eating quite well.
That's for sure. I was telling Spooky chat that I haven't played a wrestling game in years. It's been a long time. I think the last time I played one was the 64 days. That's how long it's been. So AEW, Spooky introduced me to AEW actually, because I was one of those that watched like WW. I think since it was like when it was WWF back in the day, and then they changed it WWE. That's when I started like watching wrestling and all that years ago, like when I was a kid. But he introduced me to AEW, so I was like, this is awesome. So, and then I've seen some footage of the game. I was like, man, I gotta get in on that. So that's definitely gonna be on my list as well, and I can't wait to try that out.
Oh, and Stalker 2, there's another one coming sometime next year. That's gonna be.
God
really
bless the creators that was creating that during the war, and
and they
my
showed
thoughts
new
are on
footage
them.
this morning.
What was that, love?
They showed new footage earlier today.
Yes, they did. They did. I actually made a comment like, I'm thinking about the creators that made this game, and I hope that they're okay. That that was my first thought. Because in my tweet I said I'm grateful that there's a new trailer, but mostly I'm thinking about the creators and I hope that they're okay. Because I'm sure it was rough, and we've seen how rough it was trying to create that game while they're in the middle of a war and they're making sure that their family's okay. There's a lot going on. So that was my thought process on it. Like, yay, more footage, but are they okay? So,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
just grateful for more release. But knowing my heart, I'm like, but are they okay though? Like, that's cool that it's out, but are they okay? You know? Yeah, those are a lot of great games. Love, even games I forgot to mention. I feel like there's
You
one
got
missing. I feel like there's
you
one
got a
missing.
lot. I'm quite sure because we didn't get it this year, and I know it was announced at the Nintendo show, and we know Xbox has got their hand in it too, so we know it's coming to Game Pass. The 007 GoldenEye game
I've never
coming.
Yeah, I never played GoldenEye. I was all about Perfect Dark back in the day, but I had some friends that played GoldenEye instead of Perfect Dark, or they played both. But I never tried GoldenEye, so this would be a perfect opportunity.
That'll be coming, and even in a single player story with that's freaking awesome.
Wow.
So that'll be cool. Then there was a game I was excited for next year, but we haven't heard anything about it in about 10 months. So I'm guessing it's probably now going to come out in 2024. Well, at least I'm still hoping it's coming out, and that's that Doke V. That had me really fucking excited.
Yeah.
But I haven't said anything for fucking, as I said, almost a year. Which has me really worried about its fucking release, because they were meant to release sometime early next year, but I just can't see it, because you would have thought there'd be a bit of a swirl of information on it if it was.
Yeah, if you hear less info on a certain game and you don't hear anything, it kind of makes you like, is there even gonna be a game? Because we've hardly heard anything, you know, so it kind of drags out. Like, the less you hear something about it, it's like less likely it's gonna come out. So yeah, that's the way I see it too.
Yeah.
Jesse B says, oh, go ahead, love.
Which is a shame, because that game looks insane.
Yeah, most definitely. Jesse B says GoldenEye and Jerry Springer were staples in my dorm my freshman year. Jerry.
Oh, here's other ones we forgot about.
What, my love?
The Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
The new Legend of Zelda.
I got into Zelda late in my gaming years.
Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. If anyone that owns a Switch like myself. Another one, you're going to hit yourself in the forehead for this one. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Oh my
I think
God,
that's going to be...
Yeah, that's another one I forgot to mention.
Incredible. Yeah, incredible. Especially from the acclaimed studio that's known as Rocksteady.
Mm-hmm. I wanna rock with you all night. No, I'm just kidding.
Then you got Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is going to be that, you know how I was saying, I'd enjoyed Assassin's Creed for years, but I was starting to get a point with them that they were making way too open worldy, where they would just feel like a drag. This is going to be that smaller game. I think they said it was only going to be like 15 hours or something like that. And it was going to be more, it was going to be more like the original Assassin's Creed, and that's that Assassin's Creed Mirage. So I'm actually excited about that, because, to be quite honest, as you know, well as a lot of the Assassin's Creeds have done, I think the original trilogy was just simply superb, you know. Alan Wake 2, I can't wait for Alan Wake 2.
I haven't even played the first one.
The first one was really cool, if you didn't mind sort of slow paced, mystery and.
Oh, I'm patient with stuff. Is it like a point and click type of thing, or you walk along searching stuff?
Yeah, basically. Oh, okay. You work around searching stuff, and you shoot and everything like that. This one's going to be a little bit more action packed, though.
It looks like
I
it.
can tell.
Yeah.
So that's going to be cool. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Oh, that's going to be epic, I think, as well. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
they were hoping to bring it out in line with the movie, but they couldn't. They'd push it back to 2023. So, but that's going to be a cool game to play. What's another one that I'm excited about? I mentioned Flintlock. Lies of P, that real dark
That's another
Pinocchio
one.
game. Yeah, that looks insane. That Atlas Fallen, that looks pretty cool too.
I think I seen footage of that. I'll look it up later, just in case I haven't.
That's Deck 13 Focus Entertainment. It's another fantasy action RPG.
Okay.
Now I don't know if it is coming next year, but if it does release next year, that Dune game, that's going to be pretty sick as well.
That's
So
gonna
I'm really
be.
looking forward to that.
That's another
But
movie I
don't
need to
know if
watch.
it's I don't know if that game's next year or 2024, but if it does make it next year, wow. That Last Case of Benedict Fox, I think, is going to be a real interesting little diamond in the rough, little gem. Yeah, I think that'll be really cool.
Wolves Among Us 2. That's going to be coming soon. I can't wait for that. Because I played the first one. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Beautiful. I can't wait for this second one.
What else is there coming next year? Oh, you got that Forspoken. I know it looked rough, but hopefully it looks a lot better. The concept looked cool.
Yeah.
The concept looked really cool, but hopefully it looks a lot better than what it did, because it looked rough.
It did. Shocking, as you would say.
But I'm hopeful for it though. Like, from a gameplay point of view, it as I said, and the concept and everything, I think it seems really cool. And if they can get it looking much better, then all better, obviously.
Jesse B says Valhalla was way too long.
Yeah, bro, it was. It just dragged and dragged, bro. It was not good. I know I was enjoying the hell out of it initially for ages, because I'm a huge Vikings fan. I'm right into that lore and everything, and it was keeping me interested, but then it just seemed like a bit of a fucking slog after shit.
Cerebral Paul.
Right.
Welcome,
25.
brother.
Hey, Paul, what's good, brother?
It's so good to see you.
After about 25 hours, I think I got to, and it just,
How long is Valhalla, like, overall? I haven't played, like, every Assassin's Creed game, but I'm just curious, like, how long is it actually?
It all depends on the player, realistically, I believe, with that game. Because you're going to get many numbers. You get people that rush play through it, so they'll give you a
speed runners. I call them the speed runners. Yeah.
Then you know, like, I put in Valhalla, and that's including all the DLC, well over fucking 200 hours. Like, it was crazy.
Dang, plus you collect stuff and...
yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
And here I was, like, I said after that, I said to myself too, bro, I'm like, I'm never going to play a fucking long-ass game again like that. Not a long-ass game like that, right? And then I go and get myself fucking Persona 5.
6 hours later.
Persona 5 takes, from what I've heard, 130 hours, roughly,
around that mark. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think with long games like that, what I'm gonna do is just stick with one, and then I'm just gonna pick my one game and go, yeah, that's gonna be my long game, long-ass game.
Instead of game hopping.
And then I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll still buy other games, but I just won't buy other as long games as said game. Like, I'll just be like, oh, here's 5 long ass games. Which one's the best one? Okay, I'm just.
I know it's which one.
Yeah, I mean, we've only got one life. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, all these games are fucking... I mean, I'm still going back to Skyrim, and I'm well over halfway through that, but...
Oh my gosh, I've heard so many stories. I've never played Skyrim, or I've never played those worlds, ever.
A big game.
Jesse B says 40 to 60 to 30 if you just run through. He's talking about the Assassin's Creed, Valhalla.
Well, if you run through it, yeah, there you go.
The side scroller Assassin's Creed China, I think that's the last one I played. I didn't beat it, but I thought that one was pretty cool.
So you got other games that are scheduled to come out but they still don't know as yet. Just looking at a list, I thought I'd get a list up. So you've got that Nightingale. I know you've got to get that if you only on PC right now. So I'll be definitely getting that on either Epic or Steam. That was that Dune Awakening I was thinking of. Dune Awakening. If that hits next year, that's going to be fucking sick. Ark Raiders. I think that was meant to come out this year, and it got pushed back to next year.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that looked pretty sick from what they showed off at the Xbox showcase of it. Then you got Replaced.
Oh, I know, right, Paul?
And both the Warhammer games. Well, one's already out on PC, but that Warhammer Dark Tide's coming to console next year, early next year. And then Warhammer Space Marine 2. And I fucking love Space Marine 1, so Space Marine 2 looks fucking intense and fucking insane as ever, so that's going to be really cool. Oh, and that the game that had that real simple name, The Finals. Remember that game?
Oh, yeah, what happened with that?
It's supposed to come out next year, but not sure. It's supposed to come out, but not sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll mention
that,
certain games, but you don't hear much about it, like, after.
The other one that it's supposed to come out next year, but again, no date or anything, specific date anyway, is that Lord of the Rings Gollum.
My precious.
That looked like it was going to be really fucking awesome as well. So yeah, and I don't know about that Hades too. I liked Hades.
I played a little bit of the first one.
Yeah,
I think the chick's his sister in the second one.
Hades 2 might hit next year as well. So, and then of course you have that other. I remember talking about it on the podcast a while back. That Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake, which would be pretty cool because I enjoyed the first game. Yeah,
I didn't play the first one. I missed out on that.
So that'd be good to see that, get a facelift and brought to next gen.
Prince of Persia, man. I didn't see the movie though. I heard the movie was booty, but I didn't see the movie.
Movie was booty. Who was it that fucking played it? Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. We need info update on Gollum, Paul. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree because that game I reckon is gonna look really, really fucking good. And probably play really well too.
Yes.
My precious. My precious.
So, I mean, that's what I mean. And then, of course, as I said, we could get some surprise packets, even from some Xbox studios, like In Exile or something like that. I don't know, might just come out of nowhere and go, hey, look at this.
Don't put Kratos in the Lord of the Rings. He'll be like, where's the ring, boy?
Put him in there, yeah.
As you were saying.
Put Kratos and I was going to say, what's his name? Geralt from The Witcher.
Yeah. Man, people are still mad about our boy not being The Witcher anymore.
Yeah.
Even many drivers like, you need to bring him back. But we'll see. I don't know.
Even people, I didn't like the new series either. That Blood Origins, that's been...
Oh, I didn't take a peep at that. What were they saying about it?
Pretty crap. That it's just terrible. That's just terrible.
Damn.
Terrible. Yeah, just terrible. I don't think I've really seen a single good review for the show.
Oh my goodness. That's too bad. Yeah, because I had plans to check it out, but I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was that bad.
I love Paul's comment. Starfield will own my life.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Starfield reminded me of, what's that game? Not a lot of people are playing, where you go into space.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Okay, look. The part that kind of got a little tiring was collecting the stuff that you need to create your home and all that. I get you have to do that. I get it, but I enjoyed mostly traveling into space and out of space. That part was sick for me, especially going inside in your vehicle. You can physically see yourself going inside the vehicle, and you can physically see yourself going into the space. Like literally, you can see the clouds and everything, and then you're out in space, and you can see all the planets. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, I can live up here. And then you can physically see yourself landing on the planets. I was like, yo, this is sexy. So it's like when I've noticed that with Starfield, I was like, yo, this is kind of like No Man's Sky. And then I noticed that you can have your own gun and weapon, and looking for the pirates, as you call them, that are stealing stuff from the different planets. You can, like, you know, attack them and all that. I was like, yo. So yeah, Starfield's I'm gonna be on that for hours. Same here, Paul. I'm gonna be on that game for hours, man. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Jesse says I have to watch it. It's set 1,000 years before The Witcher. Oh, he's asking.
Yeah.
I tried getting into that game 3 different times, and it never took, but Takeoff was amazing. Yeah, that No Man's Sky is not everybody's cup of tea, but my favorite is taking off, going into this in space and landing on the planets. That was my favorite. Like, oh, it's just beautiful. But all the grinding, getting all the minerals and stuff, that kind of was boring to me, but I get why you had to do that to survive. But other than that, beautiful game. But Starfield, I'm gonna be all over that. Most definitely.
Gonna be all over that like peanut butter and jelly.
Yes. Most definitely. All right, chat. Spooky. The podcast is over, but before we end it, I have an announcement. But is there what was I gonna ask? Is there anything else you would like to add before we go into other things?
Did you say we're ending the podcast, or we're going into another topic?
No, we're about to end.
All right, well, I just want to thank everybody for joining us here today, of course. Jesse, shout out to you, brother. Paul,
yes,
of course. Always good to see you, my guy. Who else was up in here? Bloodmatic, the one and only. Mm-hmm. Always good to see you,
we
brother.
Had Noof up in here. Thank
Noofy,
you for taking the time to stop
was
by.
Up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Always great to see him. But no, I want to wish everybody that's going to be doing something to celebrate New Year's Eve, bring in the new year, a happy evening and a safe evening. Yes. And I want to wish everybody a prosperous but safe new year. And of course, being gamers, the table is stacked. It's going to be a feast fit for a king. 2023. It's going to be raining games. Mm-hmm. Never rains, it pours. Well, 2023, it's going to pour games. Yeah, for sure. So,
trying to get back on the screen here.
Love yous all.
Yes.
Much respect, and we will see you all, of course, next year in 2023.
Yes.
Until then, celebrate 2022 and end it with a bang.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
And before you guys go, I have an announcement. But before I show the announcement, I want each and every one of you to take in 2023 and kick ass and have fun and try new things. And remember to not give over 9,000 damns about what people say about your hustle. So keep thriving, keep surviving, and keep being you always. All right, let's get to the announcement. Oh, let me turn this off first so you guys can hear. Where's it at? Oop, there we go. Let me put this on pause. All right. High on Life coming to a theater near you. No, I'm joking. All right, hold on, you guys. All right, the Backlog Bastards will be bringing it again to you on Wednesdays from 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time, starring the breathtaking one, Bushido N7, and Charlie Hustle. You don't want to miss their awesomeness and them talking about video games and more, and just having a good old time. So don't forget to bring your snacks, your drinks, and enjoy their time. All right, you guys, have a very wonderful rest of the week and a happy new year. I love you guys, and I will see you all next week. All right, stay metal. Peace.
Peace out, everybody.
Woo!
2023. Let's go!
But I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
Luffy, baby, Luffy.
Just 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause
Oh
I'm taking the
my.
world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your